Hey guys, how y'all doing? I'm here to give you guys a recap of the new episode of Shingeki no Bahamut Virgin Soul, which is on episode 18. Now, this episode right here, it seems like to me there are some things going to happen in a certain way where Nina will have to make a tough choice, especially when it came to Favreau making a mentioning reference from the first season of Shingeki no Bahamut. Those of you guys who watched the first season of Shingeki no Bahamut would understand where I'm getting at here. So if anything else, let's go. We have to it that Nina comes back happy-go-lucky, while the others are like questioning her with what she was doing, etc., especially for Azazel himself. But Azazel was not questioned, forgive me on that, but Nina was questioned and she acted like nothing has ever happened of meeting up with King Sharios, etc., which is something that Favreau has been trying to interrogate her, and he does not care much about that. Eventually, they were talking about their plan, what to do next, of how to stop a weapon what King Sharios is using, but apparently they're not getting anywhere to a good point right now after looking at the prison island. And of course, Nina volunteers to sneak inside. Although they go like, this is not something to play around with, okay? This is not something that is no game at all, because we are trying to stop King Sharios from abusing this Dromos, or this weapon that's equal to the Bahamut's power. Nina, on the other hand, says she could transform her dragon form at free will. And they go like, yeah. They act like they don't really care because it looks like she's lying, but eventually she proves them wrong by transforming into a red dragon and transforming back. And Azazel asks her, why now of all things? And Nina's like, maybe I just learned to love. And this is what Azazel was really upset about. And we see to it that King Sharios is literally asking the others to, the people who are working on the Dromos weapon, which is equal to the Bahamut's destructive capabilities. I'm pretty sure y'all know what I'm talking about. He's asking them to work up the pace faster because we're running out of time. And it seems like they go, we need to let them rest though. But King Sharios says they're being compensated in generosity, so it doesn't matter. And the leader of the Black Oinks Knights tells King Sharios we just saw a red dragon last night. Just remember, if you need any help, you just call for it, okay? Even the leader of the Black Knights, which is under the leadership of King Sharios, says, yeah, I'll give you the order later. And we see to it that Muguro-chan, who apparently was trying to talk to Azazel in a certain way, especially at the beginning of this episode, Azazel ignored him in a certain sense, and Muguro-chan was trying to follow him in the city and almost got caught by some guards, etc., which I go why the hell are they chasing the little boy, the freaking jerks? Although I can understand why they chased him, although I still feel annoyed. Muguro-chan almost got caught, but gets saved by Azazel last minute, so which is a good thing. And Azazel, on the other hand, he ends up going to a location where his friends or people or his demon kin died, the guy who got bombarded by arrows and the demon girl who got slammed by a fist of a stone giant, which really sucked, honestly. And it wasn't, and yeah, just seeing those scenes again really breaks my heart. And we have to it that Muguro-chan speaks to Azazel and apologizes to him for not helping out to the fullest extent. And Azazel says, why are you apologizing? You have nothing to say sorry for, okay? So don't be concerned about it. And it looked like Muguro-chan and Azazel are mending their friendship a bit in a certain way. As for Alasand, he ends up going to a bar after being rejected by not joining the Black Knights or something, and I guess it's out of his own greed or because all these knights are dead right now, and he's not really happy about that. We have to it that Kaiser ends up meeting his two subordinates, of course. Of course, one of them is Alasand, and the other guy, what's his name again? Dang, forgot his name. Whatever. To have a little talk about having to infiltrate and go into the ball, etc. Because we don't know, King Sharios will use the weapon for abuse of power, etc. Alasand was really disagreeing at first because he's really mad at Kaiser for all the hell that has been happening. Although, Kaiser says, I know I can't fix what I've done, etc., but I really need your help. this guy, King Sherios, might do something that might be really reckless, and I want to stop him before he gets to that point of using the weapon for conflict, which Kaiser might be misunderstanding, because King Sherios is using that weapon to stop something else, but I don't think Kaiser will find out until possibly at the end. Aside from Alisan and Kaiser trying to mend their, or try to reconcile after Kaiser's beliefs and ideologies led him to a point where he's a wanted fugitive, etc., we have to it that Alisan goes like, fine, I'll help you out, but I'm not going to do anything that's really, really dangerous, okay? And he thanks him very much for it, etc., since he's some kind of noble that could get into the ball for him. And we have to it that Nina ends up looking at the sky with the necklace that King Sharios gave her, etc., and ends up saying, I love you out loud, even Bukas, even Hamsa is like, waking up from this. And we have to it that Favreau ends up having a small talk with Nina, but this time it becomes a little serious. He warns Nina, you gotta make sure you make a decision that's not gonna cause any more trouble. I don't care what you're hiding, but I'm gonna tell you right now, when you choose one thing, you lose something else. And this refers to Favreau's biggest point in his life, because we do know that eventually he did save everyone from the Bahamut, but in case you guys haven't noticed, or if you don't remember, if you watched the first season of Shingeki no Bahamut, he had to say goodbye to the woman that gave him a very bizarre adventure goodbye. And we all know what happened to her, which really sucked, etc. But aside from major things of Favreau telling Nina, you gotta make sure you make the right choice, etc., and whatever it is, you better not have any regrets over that choice. And ends up teasing her by saying, I love you out loud, and they end up having some fun, etc. And preview the next episode, it looks like to me, well, not the preview of the next episode, but the post-credit scene shows that the captain of the Oinks Knights, of the Black Oinks Knights, if anything, hires a dangerous demon to kill a red dragon, apparently. And it looks like he's doing behind the scenes kind of thing, maybe to save King Shadios, or I don't know what the case may be, but kill a red dragon. Pretty much that is one of his main goals, pretty much. So overall, all I could tell you guys in simple summary of this episode is the group with Favreau, Nina, and Kaiser are trying to infiltrate the ball and trying to stop King Sharios' weapon, along with Azazel looking back on his failed plan to take down the King of Man, along with Muro-chan trying to mend the friendship with him, and of course Nina being all iffy beefy about King Sharios, and Kaiser asking for help from his former subordinates, etc. So yeah, overall pretty cool episode. I really enjoyed it. I don't really know what's really bound to happen, but there's only a couple episodes left before all hell can break loose and cause some major mischief or damage to the world. So we'll have to see from here on out. So until then, I'll see you guys in my next video. So I'm Alpha Zero, people. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time, right? Peace out. Bye-bye. Toodaloo!